Hello, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Cult Fiction, the show where myself and a handful of other individuals of varying intellects, social statuses, and scheduling conflicts gather together via the internet to play some Dungeons and Dragons. On tonight's episode, we come towards our finale. But after another. The party has been traveling for a long time together now. Hello. Our last party members joined us. Wonderful.
Sorry, shit, I had to do. I'm in the dark too.
And I lost the overlay. It does that. Alright.
Sorry, not really.
So, I should probably put a background on, but I'm not going to do it. So, the party having traveled from their origins in the town of Greenest across many a land, having many of it, an adventure, eventually have come full circle. Following a trail of loot taken from a small farm town, Hal's home. Having split off from that treasure, reunited with it. The party comes to what may be its final resting place. The castle in the sky is Skyreach, where the cult of the dragon has brought immense wealth from all over Greenest and from the Isles of Trigartha, which have recently been raided. Over our last couple sessions, the party has made their way closer and closer to Skyreach, and now finally prepare to board it. Gentlemen, as the wagons all train in to the castle itself, like ants bringing forth gold to their queen. Comes in. At first, it's one at a time, but slowly, as the dawn begins to get closer and closer, it almost becomes just an endless loop of people just coming in, bringing their wagons, dumping gold into the center of this courtyard, and moving along, right back out. If I recall correctly, the two tieflings here are currently invisible in the back of the wagon that you're bringing forward.
Yeah.
It is being
invisible.
Being led by the half-elves, Luca and Hal, right?
Yeah.
And Theo is back-ish area.
Yeah, looking like a worker.
All right. Well, gentlemen, if you have Tailspire open, I will happily bring you right into...
So my Tailspire has been weird recently.
Okay.
Just saying, so I'm just not loading it up.
Mine is working.
Mine is working as
In short, get fucked.
Apparently they're... Okay, well, if that's the case, then someone should stream it because it's going to be important.
My internet is
I
not
could
good
see it
enough.
on. I could see it on the stream.
My
I
internet.
have
may
a
not
few
have
minutes until mine comes up. So
Does anyone actually have Tailspire up at the moment?
I have it open, but I'm working off 2G right now.
Oh, there we go. All right, we got Luca. Cool. All right, so general rules I'm going to ask. Don't go too crazy with character movements. Don't, like, run off while the party's doing something. If, you know, we're probably going to need to, like, freeze. Could accidentally see something you're not supposed to, trigger something, I don't know, whatever. So just be cautious, be warned, and try not to spoil the fun. You guys all have your own minis here. Your characters, obviously. And yeah, if anyone is in Tailspire, I'm going to summon players to this board. Now everyone here. It's now the default board that you're going to go to. Let me know if you don't have access to your character, because you should. Good. All right. Well, are we having any problems with the stream at the moment? Cool. That's what we like to hear. So, I'm not going to have that up. Flying. But also have fun with the game. Here we are. So. The cards move. You know what? Let me do one last GM thing here and set some map. I believe this is what I want. So, as you come forward, the sun not yet risen. Oh, Karen's eyes glowing. Love that. But the sky getting lighter, lighter, every passing moment. You approach this castle, and you see what looks to be a structure carved from opaque ice, magically reinforced to be hard as stone.
Hot.
The castle is resting in a wide ravine on the outskirts of the town that you're in now, Parnast. Everything in this ravine is heavily obscured by fog. As you're approaching, you see this glowing cloud. Sense there's something special about this castle. The closer you get.
Is it that it's floating?
That is mainly it, yes. These walls are gargantuan, and as you get closer and closer, one cart after another, at first you see a lowered drawbridge spans a foggy moat. Beyond the drawbridge, which is not displayed here, but for visual purposes, just visually paste this in this area, yeah? Beyond the drawbridge is an open portcullis, and beyond that portcullis is a covered gateway leading to an open courtyard. Large figures loom in the gateway. Can't quite make them out. As you appear, get closer and closer, that familiar been sent out. Hear these code phrases being spoken out. And you see that, in more detail, having approached it, a heavy oak and iron portcullis is drawn up just behind the drawbridge. Two life-size statues of 18-foot-tall cloud giants, one male and one female, stand behind the portcullis, facing each other within the covered gateway. As wagon after wagon passes through, each shouting a phrase and moving in, getting closer, closer, closer to the point where you're almost there at the foot of the drawbridge. Is there anything you... And I will be turning this over to you, gentlemen, because here's this location. Have fun, and in preparation.
Question: would you say we've gotten a short rest?
Since what?
My last one.
You have traveled on a cart, and you cast invisibility once on you and Chiron since then.
Yes.
The traveling on the cart was its own thing. You definitely would not have had a short rest in the time it took for you to cast invisibility and sit there for like 5-10 minutes of just inching forward.
Forgot you still have the twin crown. But I'm pretty sure I'm wearing too.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll use a free use of Death Ward. Just gonna nudge Hal. This might get rough very soon. Cast Death Ward on him.
Okay. I'll write that down.
What that?
Death Ward put on you, buddy.
Yeah, when
I
you
need to
drop
plan.
to 0, you can choose to drop to 1 instead.
I can
Good.
shoot. Turn. Okay.
I think that's... Yeah, the first time a target would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you instead drop to 1 hit point.
Nice.
And that can only happen once.
I'm gonna turn down
It,
the.
written down. Death Ward.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to turn the music down.
He was happy to be alone for the moment. Yeah, he was happy to be alone for the moment, just in his thoughts. After everything that transpired last time. He's going to be basically looking like he is working on the back issue. He's kind of just sitting there, it's like a book in his hand. Because he was really looking through Commodore's eyes to get the key phrases last time. So he made that illusion. He wanted to just look like he was reading when he was really doing something else. Well, now that Commodore's back, he actually probably is reading a little.
Oh. Should you be looking through one of the books that Chidusk picked up, you'd probably see that looks like this.
Looks like dragons to me. I think it's her cousin.
Mm-hmm.
If there's nothing else.
It may not do much, but Chiron would actually like to cast, or prepare to cast Divine Sense, whenever they basically reach the point where they're in between the two frost giants, or cloud giants.
Okay. And I believe that's not actually a spell.
It's not actually a spell. I just meant like he's going to use Divine Sense, not necessarily cast it, so.
That's an important distinction. It's noted. And there's a reason I bring it up.
I forgot. Did we mention? We had talked about this. Did we allow me to swap one of the things I wanted to swap out a while ago?
I think we swapped out items, yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. I do not recall.
I think we had, but then I don't think I actually did it.
I think we're in the midst of it now, so.
Yeah, I know what it was supposed to be. I just don't know if I actually did it. Should I just do it now?
I'd say hold off, just because we're here and now. So hold off on that till. But feel the wagon lurch as you go from paved road onto drawbridge, inching your way closer and closer. At this point now, it's more of a steady stream of people flowing in and coming right back out. It's essentially like a big U or a C, frankly, of people stepping in, saying a phrase, and going back. The big train. And you have people passing you frequently now as you're approaching, one cart after another. Iron, one of the people passing, you can glimpse of, recognize one of those people back in group. A familiar face. Your time, brief as it was, slaved, oppressors. Soon another wagon. And you start recognizing Darthan. Almost like a person you'd see on the street. Is a flow of people in gold. As you get closer and closer to the castle here, you notice these gate towers on either side of the opening that you're pretty close to going through. Two gate towers are not the same height. The one to the left of the drawbridge is 120 feet tall, while the one to the right of the drawbridge is 80 feet tall. You see 3 ogres standing atop each of these towers, looking down, watching. There's also large ballistas stationed. You do have the sense of just being watched. Not so much your cart, but just a general making sure everything's. Approach the lower courtyard. 3 wagons ahead. 2 wagons ahead. 1 wagon ahead. As you hear, Hail Blagoskas! Hard in front of you. In. You're up.
Quickly invested. The Luca and say there's 2, like, tell them that I've heard both of the code phrases. I know I did this right before left, but I don't remember exactly what I said. So something along the lines of they have 2, one if you're with the cult, one if you're not. As I'm sure you just heard that one, but can't remember what the other. I can't remember what they were. It's been a few weeks since I heard them, and they were the last thing I heard. But yeah, there's 2 separate ones, and I don't know what angle he wants to go for, but.
So Tiamat, our mother, and strength. Let's see, where's my notes? Sorry. You said Hail Klagothkas. Klagothkas was the one that was not associated with the cult, and Tiamat, our mother, and strength.
I think it's I believe it's their hired Red Wizard help or something.
Okay. Good communicator.
thought Hal just did that. Just clap in the face. Is that a thunder wave? Are
It's
we
a
doing
cult,
this?
not religious.
I get
It's a
bug.
cult, not a religious youth group. Come on, man.
I didn't mean to.
So excited to be here. We're gonna pass a ball
Oh, I guess
around and
it's
introduce
not a fun-
ourselves. Like,
I want to name it a fun fact, and then the code phrase.
your name, fun fact, where you're from, and then the code phrase.
So you're currently halted before these statues, and there's beginning to be space in front of you, opened up. Luke and Hal are at the front of the cart. Theo in the middle. Chiron, you wanted to use that divine sense now?
Yes.
Because it is not a spell, you maintain your invisibility. As you open your senses up, the people. What's the radius on divine sense?
60 feet and not in complete cover.
Hey, playing a paladin, you would know this, but but as you open this up here, I'm gonna do a quick check of something. But you do detect pings of evil cultists all around.
Same. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You don't really detect these otherworldly presences that divine sense is most common. It's just this general stench of evil, as if this place is painted by the people who walk in it. I believe I don't see why anything else would paint.
So there are 0 good things.
Of course, there's the people in your party.
I mean, well, yes.
And you do actually get a good pings. The most notable of which you do not see. Sense a good presence. Somewhere in the corner of this courtyard. It's small, but not visible. And you do detect something. But just like towards the wall off to the side, inside the courtyard.
But inside the courtyard for sure.
Inside the courtyard.
Okay.
All good presence. Not visible.
Wonder who that could be.
So, as you feel that sense your surroundings, and behind you you hear, "I'm moving already! Come on!" There's now like probably 5, carts worth of space in front of you that have that's just like sitting there because you guys haven't tried to move through the statue yet, so
Yeah, probably. Shit. God, it's a garden driver. Am I right? Give that friendly wave.
Maybe.
Which one?
So I guess we move, right? I'm not driving, so I can't move.
Hal, which one?
I don't know. Flip a coin. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll steer towards the taller one.
Where's the one who flips coins? That's the short one.
What? The you're
I
steering.
try to gauge with these statues.
I'm confused. What are you doing? You're steering the cart towards a particular statue? Is that what's happening?
The taller
Probably just go
statue.
to the middle.
Okay, they are. So,
Wait, you said the statues were gates? And one
no.
was
So
taller?
there's two statues. Okay, so there is a gate.
Okay.
Right within the gate, there are two giant statues. That essentially look like cloud giants, but you know, they're statues. And
Hear
it
about
seems that as every wagon that has moved before you has gone to them, said a phrase, and moved through. You guys are currently here, just kind of clogging up the line.
Blocking your track.
And
What do you learn
there's
how to drive?
just these statues are on either side, kind of looking at each other. And there's a path between them. It's large enough for essentially two wagons. The trail coming in and a trail going out. You're on the trail coming in.
Okay, so there's no choice. We just go in.
Forward.
Pretty much.
Just go for it.
Okay.
Go in the middle.
Yeah, probably should go because people are gonna get pissed at us.
We're going.
You're going
No.
straight through.
Yeah, we're going in.
Yes.
I guess we'd be tending to the right to stay in line with the rest of the cars going in.
Okay. Driving on in. Okay.
Traveling.
Yep.
Gentlemen, if you want to move your characters to get them where they will be, or kind of operating as a one wagon. So.
Yeah, is there a wagon character?
Unfortunately, there's not a wagon character.
How far up can we move? It's really dark.
Yeah,
so I can't
It's
tell.
also really.
It is very dark.
That torch did nothing.
Turn up the
Alright.
brightness.
All right, freeze.
Here, I think.
Go ahead and freeze. You guys pass through. You guys pass through the gate here. Between these cloud giant statues with silent uncertainty. As you push forward quietly. Wait a second. Right. You're going through at the same time. Okay. And you're on the right here. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. Here, from directly beside you, as you pass along, cracking. Shifting. The movement of stone. As you see the golem beside you shifts its foot, dragging it along the ground. Looking up, The axe that it held is rearing up as it looks down at the lot of you passing through. Your cart is halfway through this opening, and this cloud giant statue is getting ready to swing at you. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
As
21.
I didn't think this would happen of all things.
Me rolling a 21.
No.
What? How can you not? This is the. We haven't even done it.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna approach somebody and like say a keyword or something.
No, they shouted the keywords as they
Yeah.
passed between the statues.
Customs. Oh, that is a
Oh,
low as
okay.
initiative.
You have passed between the statues
we didn't
without
do
shouting
that.
a keyword.
Oh, all right. It's
Hey,
Can I?
alright.
Can we yell something fast, right?
Yeah,
Can we yell
it's
something
been
right
like 2 weeks since we saw this.
That's all we've done
16.
today.
I thought we had to go through like fantasy customs, okay? Like,
Alright, hold on. Let me get my board.
Wait, can we just start yelling the password?
Can someone do that?
You have initiative. But we'll do a
I
check.
got really fucking low initiative. I have a 5.
Where
Pretty
is
solid.
my
I'm also like not
Oh,
supposed
wait.
to be.
Wait, do I get advantage on initiative now? Wait, let me check that.
Advantage on initiative.
I might. Let me check that. That could be false.
I thought that was a Twilight Cleric thing.
There's a few wizards who have to get it.
I'm thoroughly annoyed, so I'm just breaking open this and taking this one I can. Alright, good enough. Okay. Let me
No,
get those
that's the other one.
initiatives
So,
again.
yeah, it's not the one that I took.
21 from Tamaris.
So
18 for Lucas.
18 from Luca. Do we have any other ones above 15?
Yes, 17 from Chiron.
Chiron. Nice.
Just settle my chair, it's fine.
Okay.
16 for Hal.
16 for Hal. Stuff. Alright. Okay. Alright.
Whole 5 for me.
5 for Theo.
A
Alright.
whole strong 5. I guess this is a really good book.
Okay. Is that everyone? I'm so out of it. Okay. Everyone.
Bless you.
Why do I
I
have...
meant to mute. Except on my video, but well.
That's not what I'm looking for. Alright, so first in the initiative, Chimeros, you're first in the initiative.
So can I get a recap of the phrase again? Just one more time.
I'll leave that to your party members.
Hey, I need someone to...
Are we allowed to do that out of initiative? Probably not.
You can always talk out of initiative.
Actually,
Short.
I'm going to... Actually, I don't know what I can do without breaking invisibility.
Dodge.
This is true.
Can I just take the hide action, actually?
You could. You are invisible, so I believe you have advantage on the stealth check.
Your food against fucking smited.
Yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna do is just the hide. Just hide.
Okay.
You're a cloud giant. It's me, your long lost brother. Yikes.
I don't think that'll work too well for you.
Clearly a cloud giant as well.
Where are the golems, man? Why aren't they easy to find in the monster manual? Come on.
What did
One
damage?
job.
Because the
Yeah, so you
constructs.
have one job.
You only
Yeah,
have one thing to manage.
only one.
Only one, that's all.
Only one thing to manage. This is the only thing you do.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not wrong.
There we
It's
go.
not the only
It's
one
not
thing he
right
does.
though.
Okay.
But like, LC would contest that it's like kind of right.
Alright. Now that I've finally got this up, I can actually get its initiative down. Okay. So, Tamaros, you're up.
Yeah, I'm taking the hide action.
You're taking the hide action. What's your stealth check?
Let me get that
Good
later.
advantage.
Stealth with advantage.
Yeah, because you're invisible.
Now you're sounding like me.
Hey, yo, that's a good 15.
Good to know.
I hope.
Alright. That's your action. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. You kind of get yourself cozied up in a nice location. Where exactly are you hiding? Are you moving at all to hide, or are you just like shifting down to the coins in the cart? What do you?
I'm kind of just shifting down to the cart
Okay.
and just chilling there.
Okay. It's gonna be up to you guys. The cart is in the process of moving, so I'm going to give Luca your next in initiative. I will give you the option. Would you like the cart to move forward on initiative 20? Would you like to be in control of the cart's movement on your turn or Hal's turn? Or what do you want to do here?
Yeah, I guess we'll treat it like a controlled mount,
Okay.
and I guess how would that work? So either I can use its movement or Hal can use its movement.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable.
Or both?
Yeah. For a round, or for a full round of combat. That sounds like a good option. So,
I would recommend leaving it in my hands for no specific reason.
that's between the two of you. Luca, you're next in initiative. So.
Okay. I'll yell, Tiamat, our mother in strength, up at the golem, realizing my mistake.
It's like the
Okay.
whoa.
Tiamat, our mother in strength.
As you do this, make a perception check for me. And this isn't gonna, be an action or anything. I want you to see if you see.
It's kinda low. Let's see. Oh wait, 15.
Not horrible. You see there's like a sort of glimmer in the eyes of the golem that is currently raising its I guess it would be it's probably its fist, frankly. I don't know if it would be holding a weapon. We're just gonna go with its fist. Raising its fist up. There's a glimmer of recognition, but the golem itself seems to keep raising. On the other hand, it's only this one golem that's reacting to you. Out of the 2 stone golems here on
Yell
either
the other one.
it seems that the other stone golem is not moving. It is frozen in its original position. That's what you got.
Okay. Was that a free action to...
That was a free action.
Free action? Okay. Then, I have no idea what to do here. This is interesting. So, I think Luke is gonna.
Do you want me to stick you?
I'm gonna hold a dash action.
Okay. Do you have a
And,
trigger for it, or?
Yeah, the trigger is going to be if as soon as the giant makes, or not the giant, if the trigger will be if the golem continues to attack. So if it does start the downswing, then Car's gonna take one.
Okay. Got it. Next in initiative, Chiron.
So, if Chiron used his dodge action, it would not cancel invisibility.
It would not. I think you are invisible, so attacks already have disadvantage to hit you. Unless the creature can see invisibility. So technically you could use the dodge action, it would actually not up much.
Then what would happen if I use the dash action?
You'd be
You
able
can
to
move.
dash.
But I'm saying it wouldn't cancel my invisibility as well.
No. Casting a spell or making an attack are the things that
Okay.
cancel ability. Or
Then Chiron is
Would it? Because it's concentration that
for you.
breaks it.
It's
For me,
concentration for
but
you.
what about him?
In the description
Would
for
I have to
invisibility.
make the concentration?
If you lose concentration, it breaks for him too.
Yes, but I'm saying if he takes damage,
Oh, you're saying, can he make an attack because the invisibility isn't on?
because it's
casted
yeah,
on
it's
him?
on. Yeah, it's
Again,
my thing.
Read,
If you were to
read
take
the
damage or
description
make a
here for
spell-
invisibility. The description for invisibility is attacking or casting a spell breaks it, regardless of
Yeah,
who
we'll just
has it.
yeah, well,
Okay.
no, regardless of who it is, yeah. Well, then, if dashing does not negate invisibility, Chiron is going to attempt to dash to the far edge of the courtyard. So
Okay.
where the edge of the wall is.
Move wherever it is you would like to move. Let me go ahead and do a quick DM thing and actually give us some light in here.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Daylight.
It's so hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
hold
it was
on,
a little challenging.
I have a water level somewhere so that I would do this easier. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm just trying to figure out where to.
Oh, one brighter. Flashbang.
There we go. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead and move wherever you'd like to move. You have 60 feet of movement. You are considered invisible. The stone giant that you're moving next to right now, or the stone golem, that is a cloud giant golem. As you move past it, it does not make an attack of opportunity towards you. You see it's still raising its fists up slowly, getting ready for a slam down on the cart. The other golem does not activate as you run past. It seems that the passphrase, though spoken late, was still spoken in time to prevent a full-scale attack.
Shit,
Or the other one doesn't move. One or the other. Alright. Are you happy with where you're at?
Yes. Chiron has good view over the courtyard, even though it is dark, and yes.
Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, I'd say because it's before dawn, we'll say that there's just a general level of just everything's like lightly obscured. Okay. With that, it's now Hal's turn. Hal, you're up.
God, everyone's been so passive so far. I don't want to be the first one to make a move here. I'm just gonna put his hands up. Oh, is there no like checks and balances for this? We forget the password, you fucking die. Like, what if we just said it late. I'm not here to hurt anybody. It's Victoria's Day. We're tired.
Okay, is that your full turn? Are you doing anything?
I think while he's doing that, I'm gonna ready a. Actually, it's a reaction anyway, so I think I'm just gonna chill. Let me think.
I believe the cart still has not moved. Either you or Luca could have moved it. It is now your
So
turn.
if I have proficiency in land vehicles, how does that really help me here? Move it? A weird maneuver I could pull off, I guess.
Sure.
I'm gonna jump this shark.
You're gonna do what?
No, I'm just gonna. I feel like moving is a bad look right now.
It is
Actually,
rearing
already
up to smash your cart, pretty much.
I'm gonna get ready to move the cart / evade if it does rear up to attack, like just to try to dodge my cart.
Okay.
Is that possible? Is that a thing I can do? Just move to evade?
Dodge action, or I mean, you're moving like a mount here, basically. It is your turn, so you could dash as a reaction to an attack starting. But again, I'll just give it to you here. These fists are beginning to come down as your turn is ending.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to dodge action, I guess.
Dodge with the cart.
Dodge with the cart, which I have proficiency in land vehicles, so.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. That's good enough as a trigger, right? For the
Yeah.
dash.
Okay.
A narrative description of the fists falling. That's enough, right?
Yeah, they're coming down.
Okay. All right. Luca's gonna flash the reins. Get the cart moving.
Okay.
What
We
if it's
dashed
like an
her.
accident? I just
So-
hurting for numbers right now.
So Hal, using the dodge action for the cart with land vehicle proficiency, obscure, but totally gonna allow it because why the hell not? And Luca as well with moving it forward. The two of you just kind of struggling to get this cart to get out of this giant's attack. As
As a goat, or the goat? No, the goat died.
These fists come down right where the cart is. Where are you moving the cart, Luca?
Well, I think carts really only go forwards or backwards, and then the turns take a little more time.
Yeah,
So, you're just moving up.
In a straight line.
In a straight line where? Go ahead and move your character to show me how far you're gonna take this cart.
Ah!
Yeah. Well, what's the movement on the cart, by the way? What is the cart's movement speed?
Because this is, we'll give
What's
it
the cart
40
feeling?
feet. We'll give it 40 feet.
What's the cart feeling?
All right. Where was it? Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and it's a dash, so 45, 50, 55,
That's a dash.
70, 75,
Dash.
80.
Okay, so that's
How about we
probably,
add a dash?
Speed.
that's probably just about where the last cart is in the line. Because you guys were just sitting there for so long, so like you
Give it
finally
space,
catch up
yeah.
to the last cart after like creating all that space.
Ah, perfect.
The
That's
giant
exactly
behind
what
you-
I wanted to do.
Its fist is coming down. You've moved just before its turn in initiative. What it's going to do is it's taking, instead of like fully missing that swing, it's going to take an attack of opportunity to see if it can hit the cart with one of its slam attacks.
Slam.
And
Welcome to the day.
so as you're moving out of its range, let's see here. Oh god, I don't know what the cart's armor class is, but it has disadvantage because Hal is making it dodge.
Dodge.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, I just survived this.
The very back of the cart slams down to the ground, and gold kind of sprays out onto the ground before. Sure.
We have to clean
Theo and Timeros, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw for me. Your choice. As the entire back of the cart rattles down and tries to like buck you off. This slam does not damage either of you immediately. However, the back of the cart is damaged and it's like gold is just kind of like spread.
Okay. That'll be a 18 for my dexterity save.
Okay.
14.
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
14 for dexterity or strength.
Dex.
Okay. Theo, what was yours one more time?
18.
18. Okay. Emeros.
I think I could out there. 18.
18. Okay, that's what I thought. Theo, you were able to just quickly latch yourself in, get your hand like caught around one of the straps in the back of the wagon and hold yourself down. Timeros, you're able to grab it just barely. I'm gonna say do remain in the cart, but I'm going to ask you to make a concentration check.
That's fair.
You can maintain ability.
That one.
Okay.
Fucking draw.
Oh. Rip Chiron.
The good news for you.
Unless you're counting a 3. Because I do have +3 because of the crown.
You have, you have other abilities if you think you can use them, but
No, I already used Favorite of the Gods to make that dex save.
Fuck.
yeah, no. DC 10, man. Sorry. Invisibility drops. The good news for you, you are hidden amongst the gold in the wagon. You did hide.
No, Chiron.
Chiron!
is in a corner.
Kind of
Chiron.
fucked.
You are in a corner here. As you can suddenly get this sense, you don't feel as protected. There's no immediate eyes on you that you can tell at the moment. Most of the commotion seems to be drawn to this cart that's just got slammed and moved forward. You are in the corner of the courtyard. What is your physical appearance currently?
So currently Chiron is wearing the same like heavy robe that he's been wearing for a while. The ones that like kind of cover his horns but not completely. And he's also currently holding that arrow catching shield that he had, and currently has his aerial longsword in his hands.
Okay. Standing in the corner here, a robed figure just kind of there watching things. Attention is not immediately drawn to you. Again, because of this whole thing with the cart. You are stood in a corner. You do sense invisibility is dropped. No eyes are currently on you, and you're not entirely sure whether you look out of place, or fit in, or whatnot. Generally, the courtyard is pretty empty, aside from maybe one or two individuals who are one or two cultists. Very specifically, let me put this so I can show you. Can I do a line? Let me. Does this
You need
ruler?
a credit card and a flat surface.
All right.
to do a line.
Does that ruler show for
That's
you guys?
something
there?
that
you
is
see
the thing I
that?
rejoined on.
Gosh.
Was that line?
I mean, he makes a good point.
I mean, you don't need a credit card, but a credit card like object and a table and a preferably smooth table.
Okay. So just to show you here, if this line is visible to you, the one I just put down there, right? Everybody see it?
Yep.
That line is a path. Not like a paved path, but people are coming and going down that line. Every so often, there is a robed cultist who seems to be in slightly like the. It's not 100% like uniform, but they typically have that look of essentially like the beefier cultists that you fought on Shagartha. The like the people who are, you know, slightly above your average cultist and can probably, you know, tell off some of the lesser groups or command them. Not like a red wizard or a wearer of purple, but just a slightly higher station cultist. They have this appearance with their kind of pointed shoulder pads. Those guys are the most common, and you've seen them kind of coming to and from this pile in the middle here, going towards that back area. There's maybe two coming into the main area here, like walking towards you along this line. Two going the other way. The ones going away from the pile are carrying essentially just as much gold as they physically can from the pile. But at the moment, there's a whole set of... break that line. Right about here, if you can see this line. That one is the path of wagons that are currently cycling out, having dumped their gold onto the pile and are heading back out. You guys, of course, are right here at the end of the line where people are currently dumping their gold into the pile. So, as far as individuals in this courtyard, you see all those cultists, the people manning the wagons, people who are walking to and from, and this stone giant here is slammed down. Chiron, you're robed in the corner.
In danger, sorry.
I'm
Yes.
gonna move you guys here.
And just to be clear, the robes that Karen is wearing are the robes that we picked up off of the cultist in Shagartha. So
Good stuff. Okay. So you get the sense that you kind of blend in a little more. And I believe most of you were robed. Were all of you robed? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so, yes.
Good stuff. Okay. And you are kind of towards the rear end of the pack as well, coming into the into Skyreach itself. Okay. The golem here. You're all kind of taking in your surroundings with that. You've moved forward. The golem has attempted a slam attack and has been unsuccessful in damaging anyone in the party. However, the cart does have slight damage to it. This huge giant begins to move. 5,
It's still going after us.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's lumbering its feet forward, slow, stomping into the ground, and there's beginning to be a commotion from people all around. This is not how this was supposed to go, and there's all, everyone's kind of
Chaos. Disruption from
Standard.
a little bit, yeah.
I'm in danger.
Idea.
Are
I
we
have an
still in-
idea.
are we still in initiative right now?
You are currently still in initiative. The golem has stepped its 30 feet of movement forward,
Scatter!
Chiron, it doesn't seem to even note you. You were out of its vision whenever it was moving. But again, if you want to look around the courtyard, there are big doors around 2 places. These are like, giant-sized doors. But yeah, in this lower courtyard that you're in at the moment, there's places to duck into. There's wagons all around. People are, again, throwing loot in here. However you want to go about this, play this off, or if you're just gonna fight tooth and nail, whatever this looks like for you guys, the golem has done the best it can to move towards you, and it's going to use its action to slow. It's going. Oh no, within 10 feet of it, so it physically cannot slow.
Hey.
So you see, as it goes out, it uses its like reaching its hand out. There's something about it that seems to try to. But there's this cracking, as if this thing is ancient and not quite working as intended. You guys have outpaced it, and it seems to attempt to use some sort of ability. You can like sense like this ripple, this effect around it, but it lands on no target. Unfortunately, it wastes its whole turn, and that's just what it does. Theo, you are last.
Unfortunately, it's like a matter of opinion there.
Okay, so Theo is going to do something maybe a little dumb. No one else has made an attack yet. So Theo's not going to either. What Theo is going to do, if this will work with me, sorry. Theo's going to do is leap. Yes, this time I'm ready. Theo's going to leap from the side of the cart and run towards the nearest cult member he can find.
Are you thinking like a cult member who's dumping out wagon
Like
stuff?
someone who looks like they're guarding the place. Like someone who looks like a guard, like a watchman.
Okay.
So I imagine it might actually be this way, right?
Up top, on top of those big towers, I don't know if you can zoom out far enough, but at the very tops of those towers, there are ogres who are looking down, watching. There would probably, due to the sheer amount of people coming in and out of the castle right now, there probably would be some people on watch somewhere. So,
He's gonna go. You know which direction? If there's any north, preferably not, or if there's any west, preferably he's not gonna want to go towards the giant creature.
Yeah, there probably wouldn't be anyone directly at the gate. But likely slightly inward. This is a very good, thing here, because this is not what I was
Expecting.
yeah.
So Theo's going to Theo's gonna take a pitch of the dirt out of the cart. He's gonna basically slap himself in the chest, and he's gonna cast Long Strider.
Okay.
Hop on the side of the cart and run. It's gonna be 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 30. Sorry, whoops, I can't count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And he's going to yell, Rogue Golem, it's going crazy! Help!
Okay.
Code black.
What you just yelling this in common, just shouting out into
Yeah.
this. Okay, cool. Good to know.
It's going crazy, help!
Oh. Alright. Press R. But that's gonna be your whole turn. That was movement, and action was long strider, and I assume no bonus action.
I will bonus action. I don't have any great bonus actions for this. I could go farther. Yeah, that's all I'll do for now.
Okay.
They're basically just yelling for help, the cultists. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. My bad. I keep hitting that wrong button. Either they stop it or they die.
Yeah,
One's okay with Theo.
well, we're gonna be back up to the top of the initiative with Timaros here. That's what I'm gonna say. You've shouted out there, and see if you caught any. You know what, here's what I'll do. Make a persuasion check, Theo.
Okay.
Then
I
Timaros.
think actually that's what I have my temporary proficiency in. It's fantastic. I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was no way else. Oh, that's much better. That is a 22. Sorry, 21.
Alright. Okay. So, you feel like your cry is pretty convincing. Whether it was heard or not, only time will tell. Timaros, you're up.
I'm going to continue hiding.
In the cart?
Yup.
Okay.
He was faster than the cards, so he's not staying in the cart.
Is anyone else on the cart or no?
House
Yeah.
on the cart, yeah.
Luke
Okay,
has as
okay,
well.
yeah.
We were driving the cart.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna stay on the cart then, yeah.
So,
I'm
don't
hiding
have
in the
to,
back
like-
of the cart.
you don't have to keep, like, rolling stealth or anything, so you still have your action, bonus action, and movement. To
Okay,
keep hiding.
yeah. There's really nothing else for him to do there.
Okay. Nothing, no spells, no bonus actions, no movement, nothing. Okay.
What is there for him to do right now?
That's
Really
up to
isn't.
you, my dude. I don't know. Are you holding an action for something?
I'm hiding.
Just hiding.
Just hiding.
You-
That's all I
you-
need to do.
Do you want to hold another, like, hide action?
No.
Do you want to dodge? Like,
No.
okay.
Staying right here.
Go with the dodge, man.
What am I dodging?
Nothing yet.
Don't know yet.
They don't.
Oh,
know
he's
I'm there,
invisible.
I'm hiding.
Oh, he's not invisible.
No, I'm not. I'm hiding though.
Shit.
I'm just gonna run across the other side of my room. I can still really hear you talk. Just might mute myself. That's why. Don't worry. I'm not gonna be gone for more than 2 seconds.
Alright.
I can still hear everything and say everything. I just might not be on camera for 2 seconds.
Oh, thank God he's gone. Oh,
Yeah, I
shit,
can't-
he's gone.
I
Oh my
can't-
God.
Still,
Wow,
still here.
Gone. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
happy. It's so. I look at this man every day. all day.
No, it's still here, still here, still here.
Oh shit! I had no idea.
Alright,
I still said I could hear and say everything.
Initiative 20 rolls up. I'm really not. We're gonna say there's the ogres, the people in the castle. Everyone is starting to sense that there's a commotion. there's a notification that one of the golems is moving. And yeah, this is beginning to escalate more and more. Luca, but you're also aware. Again, this is escalating. Theo has cried out for help, though, so you're not quite sure to what degree your targets or people want to help. You're not... It's ambiguous at this point. There's just shit's happening and tension's being drawn.
Alrighty then.
Oh, rowdy.
Oh,
Well, I think Luca's gonna run after Theo because the cart can't really move anymore. We're right up to the back of the next one, so he's gonna jump off. Or let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm right behind Theo. Help! It's gone crazy.
Okay. You can also make a persuasion check, if you'd like.
I think I have disadvantage on persuasion.
Oh yeah!
because I'm horribly disfigured.
In this case, I'll make it a straight roll because, I mean, being horribly disfigured, saying help, it might, like, it's... I'll give it to you. It's gonna be a straight roll.
I
The
appreciate
advantage,
that.
because he's been, but he still needs help.
He does have
I say
advantage, which is why
advantage.
it's a straight roll.
I still need help. That's a 14.
14. You kind of shout out there. There's a certain uneasiness about you, but maybe it landed. Maybe it's helpful. Maybe it's harmful. Who knows? Chiron. You're up.
oh. Chiron is going to try to use his dash action and try to move into the door on the wall in front of him.
Okay. Go for it. Okay. Do you want to open the door or?
So it is closed?
Um,
Yes. I would
okay.
like to try to open it if it is closed.
Yeah, for sure. An additional bit of info about this, by the way, and the lower courtyard in general, for some descriptiveness here. Walls of solid ice enclose this courtyard, and another courtyard partially overhangs this one. It is held aloft by sweeping arches of ice that soar to a height of over 100 feet. Doors of sculpted ice, fitted with iron hinges, lead to various outbuildings and main keep on the far side of the courtyard from the gate towers. As you're coming up to this icy door, want to kind of throw it open. It is a big door.
I don't really want to throw it open. I'd kind of like to be a little bit stealthy about it.
Okay, so just like trying to like sneak into here, or?
Yeah.
Chiron, they'll name a better combo.
Okay. I'll say, if you're gonna try to be subtle about this, go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Or sleight of hand or stealth, your choice.
I don't know if one is even better than the other. Yeah, they're the same. And I don't have a Elton somewhere in the mithril, so.
Back. Could have heard anything. I lost internet, so now I'm back for real.
Let me get a roll. 16 plus 2 is 18.
Okay. Would you say this is sleight of hand or stealth?
I am going to do it as sleight of hand since I've already moved quickly to where I'm at.
Okay, sounds good. With that, bam bam. Doors open, and you get a peek inside. Let me see what you can see. RJ, there's a reason you should not be looking at stream, by the way. Please don't look at my DM screen.
Don't look at
Got
you.
you.
Okay. Hold on. Before that,
Okay. These real quick. See a little better.
Yep.
There we go. Is that good? I believe that's good. Yes. Perfect. Okay, you get a little glimpse into this room from the door. You can see whatever your character can see from here. And there's a general, like,
Imagine I can't see much time.
as you discreetly open the door, it sounds like there's, like, people inside. Just like a low end commotion. More like a curiosity of, like, there's murmuring of, like, something's happening outside, like through the wall or something. You don't sense any, like, immediate hostility, but yeah, you're looking around. I mean, you can visibly see people in this room, I believe. So, yeah.
Then before Chiron tries to step in, he's going to put his sword away.
Okay. Sounds good. Is that your whole turn?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. Just a quick point of note. Where did that good scent come from in the courtyard? What side of it was it?
Likely, good point, actually. You probably would have passed it.
Oh,
Like, you probably just ran right past where it was. Okay.
but if I ran past where it was,
Yeah, but this is Divine Sense, I believe, which only triggers once instead of... Oh. That's new. We got a good old Discord crash. Wow.
Yeah, so
You-
I roll that everyone gets 5 actions per turn, and the enemies only get 1.
we all level up now.
It's
Funny, deal with it.
I give the people what they want.
It's been a while since I've had a Discord crash. This is new. It's a different computer too, so it's... You'd think it wouldn't crash, but it did. Anyway.
Tammy's back.
You want
Our
another
coup
one?
has failed.
Do you want another one?
I mean, I'm pretty happy with this one. It's treated me well so far.
There's a disconnect button, bright red right there.
So, here's what's up. Chiron, that would be, since it's Divine Sense, that's a sort of one and done thing. I believe Detect Good and
Oh, well-
Evil you can keep up and constantly have, but...
yes, I'm not saying that he would have continuously been smelling it. I'm saying if there was something solid that was causing that smell, it was not there when he ran past, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It would be Al's turn. Up now. Shit. Let me do a quick double check. Damn it. Yeah. Al, you're up.
Okay. What do I want to? I have a couple ideas in my head that have been kicking around. I got rid of that spell. God damn it. Oh, it works so well here. Did I get rid of it? If I still had enemies abound, it would be so perfect for right now. Oh, it's so painful. Okay, I used this spell once, it didn't work, and I got pissed and got rid of it. I am going to cast a spell called Fear.
Oh shit. Who are you casting fear on?
I mean, do I need to specify like the giant fucking golem? Let's see if he has intelligence, because he should. He has to get a keyword, right? Oh, it doesn't need to be. It just needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so attempting fear. Fear on the golem. Are you? I believe is fear a cone? This is cause fear, right?
It is a cone.
Okay. If you're using
Yeah, 'cause
cause
I think I
fear,
have this name.
are you just getting the golem in the cone, or are you going to have?
I'm attempting just to get the golem.
Okay, so there you don't want to like try to get any other cultists because you probably could if you wanted.
I think I've heard this story of like, oh, he's gone rogue. So I'm going to attempt to cast it just on him while yelling like, "Yo, calm down, Draconic."
Okay. All right.
Like I thought we're on the same side here.
I'll let you make a persuasion check as well.
Right.
As that and casting.
Wait, okay, wait. Can I do if this is a roll? Can I do this part first?
Sure.
I just want to potentially see their reaction. Roll over. Come on. Okay, that's an 11 on persuasion. Also
Okay.
known as a nat 2, but I have +9.
You're kind of stumbling over your words here in Dragonic. This huge lumbering
okay.
statue,
Yeah.
like moving towards you nonstop. This moment of panic, you push out a cause fear, and you sense the magic release. This wave that rushes out, and this golem doesn't stop for a second. It just keeps bounding, one foot after the next, coming towards the cart, and specifically, you can see its head moves between Luca and you.
Okay, well then I can use my movement now and hop into the wagon in front of me.
so this dude in front of you is like has like a bucket in his hand, currently like throwing out Shugarth and gold. This dude has just been like stopped. It's like this look of horror coming over his face as this golem is bounding towards you. You just whoop, hop in his cart. The dude kind of like looks, turns, wait, what? And the golem one step after the next. This confusion as it goes. 5, 10. That's actually not the cart in front of you. That would be headed out towards a different space.
Oh, is it this way?
Yeah, if you want the cart in front of you, let me go ahead and
Just specify where that is.
this would be your cart. The cart in front of you would probably be here. Let me again. Let me put down a.
You're coming down with me.
There's probably a cart like everywhere. I've put a little dot.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Help! He's crazy, man. Just yelling in Draconic and then every other language he knows as well, just in case.
Here's what I'm gonna ask as you're weaving between these cards. Let me see how convincing you can be. Go ahead and make a stealth check. If you'd like, you can use charisma instead of dexterity. Your choice.
They're the same, honestly, so...
Okay.
really matter, but I'll roll head stealth, and also have advantage on stealth, so I'm gonna do that now too.
Oh shit. Okay.
How is a stealthy man? Let's see how this rolls though. Alright, so the first one is going to be a 28.
Shit. Okay. Yeah.
The second one, you know, might as well check. Okay, it almost was a nat 20. It's gonna be like a 30-20, I think. Yeah, 30-20, so 28.
Okay.
Really
Definitely,
looking it
as you know, you slipped by to the point where the people back there probably would have never known you were in the first cart to begin with.
Mhm.
The golem itself, not going to be super perceptive in that regard. Probably still thinks you're in the cart. So as it's bounding forward, I totally counted the spaces that it was moving forward, and I've honestly forgotten how far it's moved. I'm gonna call it 15 feet. 20, 25, 30. The cart would be within its reach, I believe, at this point. So, yeah, it's bringing its fist down, towards the front area of the cart where it thinks you are. Shit. Got that. Oh well. Chimeros. You're in an interesting predicament.
Yes.
Being thoroughly hidden, you have managed to evade the back of the cart being slammed off by this golem as it moves away. The front of the cart is now pummeled down into the actual like stone with a crush. Do you want to? Just because of counterbalance, go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me, or dexterity.
Can it be any dexterity? Yeah. We're gonna do that. 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay. You get the front of the cart just essentially from like kind of almost leaning backwards as gold is spilling out of it. The front gets slammed, and a blow that you're confident would have probably shot you into the air. Like a, kids on a fucking seesaw here. You managed to kind of loop yourself into the cart the same way that you saw Theo do earlier. And with a firm grasp, you hold on as gold just flies in the direction that Luca and Theo are running, and the golem.
You think I could just like grab some as it goes?
With your free hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. You can totally try to do that. That just means
Watching
that...
as I swing by, watching the gold fling through my fire hand.
That's... Oh shit. So then what are you holding? Okay, so you'd have to...
I'm holding with my regular hand and trying to catch with my fire hand on purpose. I know exactly what I'm doing.
So it just burns through.
It doesn't even burn, it just passes right through.
Alright. Well, that's the thing. As it flies through. Okay. I guess that means back to initiative 20. Chimeras, best you can tell you are...
Did I get?
Oh wait, no, sorry, that wasn't your initiative. I'm sorry.
Did I get to
that
go?
was the golem's turn. Theo's up. You're right. Thank you.
Okay, did my last turn seem to do anything for anybody else?
Shouting to get attention, definitely did get
Yeah.
attention. So there's people who are like the. There was a thing going on here where people were following a routine and it was going relatively seamless. Um, that has been disrupted, and you're sure at this point there's probably help on the way to get rid of this golem, but also probably people coming to get rid of you. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Interesting. Interesting.
Just basically, the
if
whole lower courtyard is in high alert at this point. And frankly, you are beginning to see people actually abandon their posts in fear. The people who were currently like shoveling,
Fear. Okay.
this golem just kind of bounding towards them. You do get the sense that your message did resonate, that this golem's just going haywire. So some of the people from like this wagon over here kind of run towards this building. There's,
Judging by the fact that I think people are going to come to take me out, I'm going to go join the group of people running away.
Okay, so those guys are going to be pretty much the opposite end of the courtyard from where you're currently running. Because you're kind of angled at this point.
I can make it.
I mean, you probably could. At this point, you're headed where that group was taking coins, in and out, of this sort of.
So.
I mean,
which spot are they at exactly here?
Individuals who are bringing things in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you talking about the flee? Well, I mean, some of these guys are going to be fleeing.
Yeah, like the fleeing people.
Again, it's split up. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Why can it never just be where I need it to be? There we go. So we're gonna put like 1, 2 here, and another like 2 coming in this direction. You also got these dudes who are standing their ground in the cart, or in their carts. And then this lot that I was just describing has kind of fled their posts and are trying to run somewhere more away from the golem. Oh.
Okay. Look at it, because who's right next to us? Luca, right?
What was it?
Yeah, I'm running.
Who's right next to me? That's Luca, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and say, look, I think they're gonna catch on that we triggered this thing, or at least they're gonna ask us questions. I say we disperse and hide. The one advantage is that they don't know who we are yet, and they don't have any human guards watching us. Not costume guard. So I'm gonna join that group over there.
Follow.
Theo is going to run. I can't move diagonally. Why is it not like that?
Hmm.
5, 10, 20, 25, 35, 40. He is going to. Is that Chiron who's currently running? Oh no, that's Tamaris, right?
Damaris is still in the car.
He's gonna take a shot. Okay. So he's gonna use his action to bonus action to dash.
Okay.
Let's go. 5. Come on. 5, 10, 15. He's gonna yell at this group. Alright, we gotta move. We gotta go. That thing's going crazy.
Hmm.
He's gonna kind of try to disperse himself within this group.
Okay. These dudes
Focused.
here are all still in their carts, so it's probably gonna be pretty obvious because you ran straight across the middle of the courtyard that you just totally changed directions to like these people. But you're also really
That's
fast.
fine. Dude was just trying to join a group. He's trying to look like he's like almost running away in fear and trying to stay with the group. Yeah. Oh, cool. Sorry.
Something interesting.
No, I did. 1 sec. This guy can go real.
One sec.
Out in the middle. Oh, my
Yeah.
turn. So yeah, he's gonna try to join that group, and yeah, he's gonna grab it.
Well,
so
Zombie's
try
not here to
join
hear
that
this.
group.
For the rest of you, Theo is
And he's
running.
basically gonna like, he's also gonna hop onto the side. Yeah.
Up on the side of wagon.
Yeah, like not all the way in, but like run up to the driver almost of it and be like, we gotta go.
Okay. Throw in a persuasion check to this guy. Why
He's
not?
going crazy. It's after everybody it sees. It's going after everybody it sees. That's not bad. That's not bad. These are persuasion.
Yeah,
It's gonna be 19.
19. Saying that to this guy.
19.
I could have done deception, I guess, but I suppose at this point.
If it's deception, then it's a 7. 1 sec. Alright, we got that best.
I'll leave it at persuasion, but something you do notice, Theo. As you say this to the person, you actually look towards the golem and to check its movements. You're noticing it has
I'm
not.
kind of hoping it goes after me.
It has not intentionally gone after you or Timeros. It's nearly kicked the shit out of Timeros, but it doesn't seem to be paying mind to either of you or Chiron. It is focused on Luca and Hal. That's where its head has moved towards.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, next. Okay, good. I'll do it then. Alright, cool. Alright, they're about to break down my door, so give me 2 seconds.
Okay, well, you're doing that. Okay, that's the. So we're back up to Timeros. You're hidden in what rubble remains of the cart.
I am, you're saying?
You are still hidden in. Yeah, basically the front of the cart's gone, the back of the cart's gone. There's just a little bit left, and you're in it. Most of the gold has just been flying everywhere.
Yeah, well, this is gonna have to happen. I'm going to cast Fly
You're gonna cast Fly.
on myself, yes.
Okay, okay. Spell cast.
Yeah. I am going to get out, like peek my head out, see where everyone is, and do I notice that it's not targeting me?
Probably for the most part, it's probably like. I mean, I'm not sure. For you, you've kind of been hidden in this cart this whole time. It's kind of been going after the cart, so. Yeah, it's gonna probably be hard to tell. You see its head currently is gonna be locked on, how do we go? I'm gonna do a quick this.
I should have shot at it during my turn, so it would go after me and They're probably after my cart, my new best friend.
Um,
I didn't have to get this time with her.
it's looking like it's going after its head is rotated towards at the moment Luca.
I am going to fly out and towards Chiron.
Okay. Are you like how like what are you going
I'm gonna
for?
try
Like,
I'm gonna try and keep it as I'm gonna try and like kind of fly close to the ground, but like just enough so I'm not making any noise as I do so.
okay.
Like kind of keeping near items. I'm like kind of keeping myself like down a little bit with the hood up and just kind of trying to get past everything. The commotion.
Between you and Chiron is just clear space. It is open courtyard.
I'm gonna just fucking go for it then.
So are you?
I'm just gonna fly right over to Chiron then. If there's really no way to be somewhat stealthy about, like there's nothing to.
You can be somewhat stealthy about it, but there's nothing to hide behind.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna just. I mean, there is something to hide behind. It's just who I'm trying to get to. Then yeah, I think I'm just gonna head right over because there's really probably the best option right now.
Uh, 30 feet of movement will put you 10 feet behind Chiron. But you're trying to fly here.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that make your fly speed?
Probably the same. I'm pretty sure it's 30. Let me double check. It
And
is
why would
60
you-
feet.
Fly if it's 30. Okay.
Because I continually fly.
Sure.
I
Okay.
don't know.
So
Actually,
you
60 feet, so it doesn't make sense.
that's 5, 10, 15, get that with a dash too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 feet will put you directly behind Chiron.
Okay.
You've spent 35 feet, presumably close to the ground, but because you can fly, are you going up? Are you just what are you doing here with fly?
For right now, once I get up to Chiron, I'm gonna kind of keep it at a low level for now. Like standard-ish height, but just like enough to stay off the ground and not make noise as I make it past like things.
Vlad just gives you a fast pace, you could technically still walk and be on the ground.
Yeah, I know. I
You
know.
could walk the 35. Or, oh, actually, yeah, no. So, is what you're saying, like, walk 30 feet and then fly, like, 5 of those, the 5 extra feet to get there? Is that it? Like, fly out of the cart and then walk all the way? What's the...
Yeah. No, I'm
you're
gonna
just gonna-
fly out of the cart and get over there. Yes. When I get there, I'll touch the ground, but I still have fly enabled.
Okay, so let me just get this straight. In the middle of the open courtyard, filled with a whole bunch of cultists, all looking directly at your current position, you are going to cast fly on yourself and fly over
Yes.
to the guy who is trying to sneak into the cultist barracks.
Well, there's really no other option right now, so
There's
yes.
so many other options.
I'm just clarifying.
Not really.
I'm just
What about
clarifying what's going on.
Two of my party mates are being targeted by the golem, right? A third one is on a random fucking cart where I have no idea who he is and who he's talking to. The only person I know who's in a proper position for me to get to is Chiron. In Timeros' position on what he knows of where his position is, this is his best option.
Okay.
You know, you could also fly up to the top of the roof above where Chiron is, because there doesn't appear to be like a...
To him, above him's a giant fucking golem that tried to smash him twice and failed.
That's
I said above Chiron. Above Chiron.
Yeah, well, I still
You
have
have
to get
25
to...
extra feet if you're flying. You spent 35 to get there.
then yeah, I'll fly up a bit then.
Wherever you want to go.
Terrible plan.
In Timaris' eyes, there's really nothing else to do.
You're completely fucking over Chiron. I hope you know that.
Okay, are you going on the roof? Are you going into where Chiron is? Are you... Where are you ending up here with the fly speed?
I'll fly up the roof.
Where? Through the door?
Onto the roof.
Oh, onto the roof. I thought I heard through. Sorry about that. Okay.
No, you're good.
Like about here? Is that where you want to be?
Yeah, give me a second here. Hold up, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, LC.
Yeah.
Even if he used fly, he still has some foot movement speed too, is right?
Yes, it's
Since
whatever your
fly
highest
is an
movement.
action, right?
Fly is a spell, yeah. That he cast on himself as an action. He can move 30 feet walking, 60 feet flying. That can be divided into 30 feet walking and 30 more feet flying, or however many feet flying. But
But it's
maximum is
only a
60.
total 60 either way.
Total 60. He cannot walk the whole way. He can only walk for 30 feet of it.
But theoretically, if instead of flying low level toward me, if he flew diagonally up toward the roof, he would still have a little bit of movement left, right?
Correct. He does still have a lot of movement left. It was only, yeah, correct. If you fly, yeah, but that would also be flying diagonally through the middle of the courtyard. So it's your choice on how you want to go about it. You want to like super rush on the ground towards the wall and then fly up it, or do you want to diagonal through the courtyard? What do you think, Tamaris? As you play, man. If you're not playing another game, then you can pay attention to the one you're doing.
I'm not playing another game. I'm literally circling an engine right now because that's what I've been doing this entire time.
Cool.
Because Tailspire won't load and I need something else to stare at most of the time. And rather being like this.
Hold up.
So,
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
at this point,
Are you staying low to the ground and then flying up the wall, or are you diagonaling through the courtyard? What are you doing, man? What does this look like to everybody else around here?
I guess I'm just going straight up onto the roof and I'm going to sit there and try and hide a little bit better for right now.
Okay, so like an L shape across the ground and up, or like
Basically, yeah.
diagonal line. Okay, that's gonna be. Because of that, you're not gonna have a whole bunch of room after you get on top of the roof to move. But that does mean it's slightly more convincing that someone could be running. If that's the case, because you were in a hidden position before, and only because you were hidden before, I'm going to allow you to make a stealth check with disadvantage
Okay.
to see if by some miracle you can pull this off without being overly suspicious or noticed.
So you said it with what again? Disadvantage?
Disadvantage on a stealth check.
6.
Okay. It's pretty clear that the thing everyone is looking at, has just had a person run out from underneath it. And then scale a wall and get on top, through some strange magical means. Attention is now directed up there, and as you try to lower yourself onto the icy tiles here, you can sense a good amount of heads turned in your direction. Yeah. Both in the courtyard seem to be looking there. And the roving giant actually turns its head at this. It's going to be looking at you as well. Seeing as you're all robed, a little difficult to differentiate. But based on the way it's designed, I'll figure that out when it comes to its turn. But its head is going to be looking in your direction for the time being. Okay. That's your turn, initiative 20. Thudding as footsteps are approaching. The same way the giant thuds, the statue thuds with its steps, you're hearing more thuds coming from around. As a matter of fact, these doors here on the why do you have to be so difficult? Okay. These doors, please function for me. Why is it broken? Please stop being broken. Please.
What are you
That would be too easy.
Yeah.
There we go. That's good enough. Okay. These doors here open. On the side of this sort of hall, and out pokes a giant figure. Literally a giant, as the head of a stone giant emerges, its massive hand grabbing against the side of the door and poking out into the courtyard, looking with a sort of inquisitive look on its face, trying to essentially assess what's going on here, as this stone cloud giant statue is slamming down onto the cart. Time arrows, I will say you just got out of dodge before he opened the door, so you have this dude does not notice you. However, those of you who are there, let's see, a figure roughly can do this dude, if you have line of sight. Yeah, big hulking gray boy who looks out, sort of inquisitive, and he kind of turns his head back and says something in giant back into the room that he. That's initiative 20.
Probably like, shut up, I'm trying to take a shit.
Luca, you're up. Chiron is on deck.
Okay. We got cultists pouring out in front. Theo has just run over to the cultists by the pile of treasure.
No new cultists have entered the castle since you guys came in. They're stopped on the drawbridge.
Okay. Luca's going to. Let's see, this is where it was. Dash over here, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You don't have to count diagonals. Like if you're just going diagonal, as long as you're not on a wall, you don't have to count everyone.
Well, then that would be 30.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. 35, inside. I would like to open this door.
Which door are you at? Okay, for sure. Coming around the other side here, you see kind of the area Chiron's going into. You open up this door on the other side, kind of open it. You see inside a group of cultists is kind of, they're standing around in like half thrown together robes. Like you see some of these people are like putting on robes. And you would have a full view of this place from your angle. So let me go ahead and actually pop this all.
I've got 5 more feet, so I'm gonna step inside. And
Okay.
then, yell at them, a golem's gone rogue!
Okay. As you're in here, doing that, I'll say persuasion or deception. Alternatively, performance, I suppose. Just a charisma skill.
Let's go deception, because I am lying.
Fun fact, I'm actually...
Fun fact, this is not the truth.
Fun fact, I can't be trusted.
Okay, that's a 10.
Okay. 10.
Perfect. Perfectly average lie.
Yeah, it's delivered. From what people were like hearing, I'm gonna give you advantage on it, actually. So you can roll again. The only reason I'm doing that though is because this has definitely been an ongoing thing, and it's very believable for people who haven't seen anything.
Yeah, and I'm not coming from the direction you'd expect a person to come from that's fleeing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's a 19.
Okay. There's this murmur. Chiron, as you're looking into this place, you see these people are like throwing on robes. Some dude is still just laying there asleep through the whole thing. This is, I mean, you're able to firmly identify this is the cultist barracks. The doors to it are open. You're in one, Luke is in the other. And you felt the wind of Timeros fly by behind you and go up to the roof. You're earning initiative.
Has anybody seen Chiron yet?
With the door open. With your sleight
Off to
of
the
hand-
side where he's at, yeah.
Do you mean from the courtyard or in the barracks?
From the barracks.
I'll say because you had a good sleight of hand opening the door, if you don't want people to have seen you, you could have them just not see you.
Yes, I do not want people to have seen me.
Okay.
Using a movement of like 10 feet, Chiron is gonna run into the room, like just a little bit into the room, panting, and then rest his hands on his knees and kind of be hunched over, just like breathing really hard. And he's just gonna be like, holy shit. That's not good.
Fair reaction, I think.
One of the cultists who's been laying down actually kind of it's gonna see if I can pop this. There we go. He kind of sits up and looks to you as you're moving into the room, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be about right here.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll anything for that. That's just that's a real reaction. There's no, one of these guys is kind of looking around, seeing the commotion. What do we do? And is looking between Luca in your robe and Chiron, you as well. This kind of. Do we fight it? Who came in? This is just sort of this general discourse.
As Chiron hears this to his right, he's just gonna kind of, as he's still panting, he's just gonna be like, "There's nothing we can do. We just have to run." And is just going to use the rest of his movement to continue to move this direction back towards where Luca is.
Chiron's doing the fantasy equivalent of pulling the fire alarm for like a dormitory.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. And I'll give you advantage because of Luca.
Okay.
These guys are
Sounds
just
like
waking
my
up
own
and
dorm.
highly
Sounds like my old
impressionable.
dorm.
14 plus 5 is gonna be a 19.
Woo! Okay. Well, you heard him. Run! Just everyone is just scattering. Commotion is beginning here. As this is happening in the barracks, Hal, you're in a cart. The cart behind you that you were just in got smashed. The dude right next to you has this look of horror on his face. Oh, hell no! And he just turns and starts moving almost with the group that's going towards this sort of open building area. Some people are still, like, doing their job, like, feverishly, like, scooping piles of coins into the center. Yeah.
Come on, man, the gold's not gonna go anywhere. It's time to move.
Okay.
Then I was just gonna go with the guy that ran.
Okay, so you and Theo are headed towards this other area.
He's trying to get lost in the crowd because they're all wearing the same thing roughly. It's gonna be hard for the gold to know who's who.
Okay.
That's my theory, at least. We'll see if it works.
I mean, your piece, you move it where you want it. Is there anything else you're trying to do with your turn?
No, that's it. I'm trying to lie low now.
Okay. Trying to blend in. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Stealth.
And what is it that gives you advantage exactly? What is it advantage on?
It is advantage on stealth because of something in my inventory. What it is.
Right, but I don't believe it's all stealth checks. I believe it's trying to hide. Or...
I have the. I'll make the hide. All right. Well, it didn't affect anything.
Okay.
So when you wear the cloak with the hood of wisdom subjects, see, have disadvantage and you advantage dexterity saving. On advantage dexterity checks made the hide. Okay. Or it didn't even affect anything last time, so it is just a hide.
Okay.
But I rolled the 28 the first, the 29 or whatever I rolled, the 28, 27. That wasn't the first roll, so.
Yeah. So at this point, give me another stealth check for trying to blend in. Either stealth or performance.
I'll go stealth. It's gonna be 24. 15 plus 9.
Okay. Easy to blend into this group here. Everyone's kind of running scared. You're running scared. It works. The golem here is not super intelligent, and honestly, it's kind of confused. With that, it turns to where it saw the blur fly, and it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and just the best it can think to do, rear both fists back and slam into the wall of the dormitory here. That's going to be a... It's gonna hit.
Are you sure?
And that's a natural 20. So... Yeah, okay. Let me just
Oh my
delete
God,
a chunk
it's
of
going
wall
against-
real quick.
It's like crushing a fly.
Destroy the building.
Let's just get rid of that wall, because there's not a wall there anymore.
You know, it's helping our case. I think it's helping our case.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Um,
Oops. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Okay.
Curious.
Two fists slam into the wall. This ice was magically reinforced. This golem is also just a fucking rage monster, I guess. So as it slams the wall, total panic in the barracks. Everyone just starts fleeing in all different directions. Total chaos.
It's actually working.
I
I think it's actually going quite well for us.
And it's, you see the golem is like looking around. This thing, honestly, pretty confused. So it's trying to figure out, and it like looks up at the, the sky every so often, which is really not helping with the crazed golem thing. But it's just kind of slamming and like just trying to figure out what it's supposed to attack at this point. That's the golem's turn. It's now on to Theo.
He's gonna look at the driver. He's gonna like just hop on
Do
the
I
side.
take any damage?
What are you
from
doing,
that?
Seer? Go!
It did not hit you. It hit the wall.
Oh. Okay. Thought it was
Or-
going after me specifically.
It was attempting
Did-
to, but you also
Quick-
flew.
quick
Yeah.
question. Did the people that were inside the wall take damage?
Oh, absolutely. Anyone who was directly on the other side of that attack, yeah, they've taken damage. So specifically this guy right here, yeah, he is alivened. That dude's gone.
Alignment.
That did be dodged.
You do be dead.
Yeah,
We went to the academy together.
fortunately for the cultists, that was the only guy who was directly on the other side of the wall.
You can't really get it.
Unfortunately for them, they're caught up in something they don't even realize. So everyone's scattering, just black cloaks. One dude's running out in his underwear. It's just a whole mess. As everyone is charging in different directions, Theo, the group you're with, is all heading into this building. And just because you were slightly late to the party, I will let you know, you hear a scream as one cultist runs into this building, and you just hear essentially a Wilhelm scream as it just gets pulled off to the side of the doorway. Everyone just kind of like, I'll just move these guys over here too. Everyone just kind of like huddles in front of the doorway and like takes a step back, and this is just everyone's looking at each other at this point, trying to figure out what to do. That's up to you on your
He's just gonna kind of, he's just gonna follow them. I'm gonna use my action to send a message to Hal and tell him I'm just gonna try to get lost in the crowd while it's chaotic.
Okay.
That way we can stay here and lose our suspicion. And I'm gonna follow the group.
Good stuff. Move where you wish.
I'm just gonna follow the group that I'm with. So they're going to that building, right?
Yeah. Do you not have Tailspire?
I will follow.
Oh, you do.
I do.
I am losing dice too. They're like flying everywhere.
20,
Stop losing
25,
dice.
30, 35, 40. I'll use my bonus action to dash, so I get more into the middle of the group.
Okay.
I'm gonna use all my movement, action, bonus action, dash, regular action, dash. Just get into the building.
Okay. And you had message before. So it's
How
60
to
feet.
reply to them? Message is 120.
What?
Message is 120.
No, I'm saying you cast message as your action. So you have 60 feet for
right.
dashing.
So I only have 80 feet of movement. My.
Oh yeah, because
80
long strider.
feet. Got long strider.
Damn, boy.
You zoom in. So you're going into the
You-
building. Are you pushing with the crowd, like into the building, or are you? What are you doing?
Oh. My entire idea is to blend in. I want to lose suspicion that I was with the card.
Okay. What exactly are you? Okay, so are you going into the building, or are you not going into the building? You want to stay with the group, but do you want the group to go in the building or not?
I'm going in the building
Okay.
On the building.
with a group cultist. Oh, is that where the? I thought you said that's where heading. I'm
That's
going
where-
where this group's going. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to.
Okay. So as you enter the building, looking at either side of this big expanse here, you see why that person let out a scream. As in, this is essentially, it's like stables. And in these stables, you see a pair of wyverns are currently sort of leashed down into these pens. And one of them is currently, it's got its stinger in one of the cultists, and it's like ripping at it and kind of like chewing into his stomach. Yeah, that guy's gone. These dudes are in the corner of the building at this point, but
That's fun. So the wyverns are still in their boxes. They're not like just out, right? Like they're not gonna chomp.
you get the sense
Right.
that they probably could come and attack you. At the moment, they seem preoccupied with playing with dead cultists, but, you know, it's a possibility.
Okay. Well, I can't do much about that because it's not my turn anymore per se. I already used my movement. I'm gonna give them some space between me and them, and then just prepare myself for a spell. Even though that doesn't really mean much because I can't do it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna stick by the door then.
All right. Good stuff. Back to the top of the initiative, Timeros. You are on top of a building, which a stone, it's a golem is trying to kick the shit out of the floor.
Do I see anyone like of the team?
I mean, you have the best vantage point in the house, so sure, look around. These dudes have totally run off this way. By the way, they're not on the board anymore. They have
Yeah.
gone to some place over in the area they were going. And these dudes
Okay.
have turned back as well. So basically, there are no more people coming in this area.
So, would you say, as of right now, if I were to fly 10 feet up, would I be out of his reach?
Are you in his reach? I think you might be out of his reach already, just barely.
No, like in general.
You are out of his reach, so you would remain out of his reach if he flew 10 feet up, yes?
Okay. Would he be able to reach me on his turn if I flew 10 feet up?
You're still on top
Like,
of the roof. So
yes,
even
if I were to fly above him, 10 feet
Like,
above him,
you want to be 10
is
feet
his
above
arm
this.
length long enough to be able to whack me out the sky like a fucking fly?
He is considered a huge creature.
I'm
So-
gonna fly 20 feet above him.
Okay. So you're going over his head.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to see who I can see immediately, like, in view. I know, like, I might not be able to see Chiron.
Okay.
Right.
Let me hold on. I gotta figure this out. Chiron went into the building below you. Lucas seemed
Yeah.
to loop around that same building.
Okay. Yeah.
That's 10 feet up on top of this. And
Yeah,
20,
basically,
that's 20 feet of movement.
there you go. Do I see? I don't. Like I said, because I can't really look around that well as much because you're the one. I can't really load up Tailspire right now. Is anyone else like in direct view side of me right now?
I guess Hal's all the way over here. That's a pretty straight shot to him.
Okay.
Although Hal, you said you were joining up with a group, right?
I was hiding myself in this group. I was trying to be stealthy.
I'll just move you with the group. So
Okay.
you can see those guys on the far side over there. Theo and Hal are over in this, strange area right across from you.
Oh shit.
The golem here is kind of slamming into the wall beneath you and is confused as to what it's attempting to attack.
Could I try and do I have enough movement speed to fly over to the tower next to me?
This tower?
No, the
one with the three
tower.
Yeah, the one with the 3 ogres. This is the tower.
Yeah. No, like the to the right of me from your screen. That area. Yeah. Could I get him could I fly over to that with his attention? Do I have enough I can't really see the squares that well to tell how many just relatively next to it. Can I get the giant next to it?
Sure. Are you trying to go up where the 3 ogres are? Because they for sure have moved over and are looking down to figure out what's going on. One of them would stay over here. But these guys too. So.
I'm gonna fly up to them and be like, hey, you guys want to help me?
Okay, sure. Okay. $40. And then I think it's safe to say you can pull this off. Straight up here. Okay. There you go.
Hey, you guys want to help me?
To the ogres.
Who are you asking?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say I'm more not on the edge, more off the edge a little bit still.
So you're still flying.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because they've been watching.
It is, I believe, just a 13. Unless I get anything, I don't have any extra for saying for just regular skill checks. Yeah, it's a 13. Yeah, 13.
Noted. Okay. You see them just kind of look at each other, these two that are sitting there, and there's this just confused expression, and one squints at the other.
Listen, I didn't want this thing attacking me in the first place. Alright. I was just trying to have a nice little nap. So until we got here, empty out the gold, and continued on our way. Got woken up to the back of my cabin, to back of my cart, being smashed into the ground, so I hid for a while. And then I freaked out, and I flew out, and it's after me. I don't want it after me. I'm just trying to do my job.
As you're trying to talk to them, they just like start talking over you in this language you don't understand. This loud guttural like.
There's 3 up there, correct?
There are 3. One of them is still looking out. 2 of them are looking at you.
I'm gonna pull out 3 pieces of platinum. And I'm going to hold them out, look at Giant, like point down to it, look back at them, and just that's all I'm gonna do because I'm not sure if they even understand what I'm saying anymore.
We'll get back to that next turn. Initiative 20. Hey. Heat. Where are you? We'll have Luca up on deck, but at the moment, you hear a thundering voice boom down from the courtyard above you. Does anyone here know Giant?
What character does?
I do not think I do.
I mean, I could understand it in
that's
about
bad.
10 minutes if you want to give me that time.
No one understands it. You just hear this deep voice resound out, and actually the courtyard above you almost kind of starts dripping like snow and droplets as the ice shakes, these footsteps coming to a halt, and a voice projecting down. It's gonna be onto the ogres at this point. You got the ones in front of you here. Used. Sort of this kind of back and forth going on. So you hear a shout all the way up as it tries to the ogre right next to you attempts to explain something in Giant to the booming voice from above. That's gonna be this turn of initiative. Luca, you're up.
Well, I guess, how did the cultists react since last turn when
Good point.
they were gonna act on? What's that?
Good point, thank you. They were supposed to act on initiative 20 and I didn't do that. They're fleeing everywhere. They are running. Some of them are going, there's a little door over here. Some of these dudes are headed out. There we go. Some of them are going through this far door, on the far end of the room. Some of them are attempting to head out in the direction Chiron was. Actually, only this dude is trying that because that's his closest exit. This dude is running in the direction Chiron is, and these dudes are going to try to move past you if you'll let them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they're running out. And yeah, fuck it. Wait, hold on. Where was it? No, this dude was over here. This dude thinks he's a hero. He's gonna go try to fight the golem.
What a bold man. Everyone give him a salute as it goes.
It brings out the scimitar. For Tiamat! He's charging in.
This is honestly probably the best outcome of that.
Yeah.
That was gonna go great.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see what happens. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna support the attacking cultist.
Oh, okay. How are you gonna
Let's
do
see.
that?
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright. Luca's gonna draw his bow.
Okay.
This is retarded.
I should mention, this is only one cultist who is attempting to go after this giant, and he's just
He's a
charging in.
brave man, though.
Yeah.
He's the best of us. He really is.
You know what? I believe in him.
Okay.
He's the main character.
Yeah, he's
Dude, watch him do it. Watch him do it.
Solos.
I do have a question about how Envy works. Do I have to
Like,
draw
elegant.
Envy to use the hexes or anything? Or can
You
I
sh- I believe you have to be holding the blade to use it as a focus.
Okay. Alright.
Quick question: Who
Can't-
has the living longbow?
Me. I have
Is that the bow you're bringing out? Have you been watering it?
I have been watering it.
You have been watering. You've been taking care of it.
Yes.
It's not
Okay.
dead.
I feel like I've been, maybe not every session because we've had a lot of sessions that are like hours long in game.
I have like many times when I went and timed arrows with Tharnak at it. I just kind of told LC that he was watering it daily, unless like I would bring it up occasionally. But I was typically watering it daily. But yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned on the trek, but I think I mentioned beforehand that I watered it. But pulls out.
Should have
his
known this
longbow.
attack was gonna come.
Yeah.
You hear whispers of danger.
This is true.
This is true, LC. Why were there no whispers of danger?
Why were there?
There were it's not surprise. The golem activated as you passed through it. So yes, you did hear whispers as the golem was raising its fist, and you saw it.
We were
Oh,
definitely
shit.
afraid.
Sounds
Huge-
awfully like a technicality.
Wait, real quick.
Let's
Why
do
am
this
I
shit.
just imagining?
You just didn't hear him over house.
Why am I just imagining Luca looking up, seeing the fist coming down, getting squashed, and then hearing, "Careful, there's a sniper in the area." It's like fucking Wraith's passive that gives it to you
Oh,
in the
yeah.
lobby.
There's danger above.
Danger above as the fist is coming down.
Okay. Yep. Luke's gonna cast Hunter's Mark, draw his bow, and loose an arrow, draw and loose another arrow.
We hear Timaeus go, "Oh shit, it's still living."
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Okay. But against this dude,
Against this dude.
just hits.
Okay.
You see it actually slams into like a cracked bit of stone in the chest area.
And that's gonna do a very juicy 14 points of piercing damage, and an additional 4 psychic.
This is coming from the Fey longbow, correct?
Yes, so it's
Okay.
all magical.
Got it. 14
Uh,
points of damage.
And then the second arrow. Whoop, that
And
didn't make it.
you had psychic damage on top of that? What was the...
Oh, there was 4 psychic.
Okay. Seems to have not been that effective.
Okay. Well, that just happens, so.
Okay.
24 to hit on the second arrow.
That does definitely hit.
Alright. And that will do 13, 16 points of magical piercing damage.
Good stuff. These arrows loose and actually impact a golem. For the first time in your time here, the golem is taking damage. To be honest, those were hardy attacks. So they did make an impact. But you also get the sense that this thing just barely got a scratch. So it's not like... They were good blows, but it's going to take a lot more good blows to take this thing down.
Hardly effective. Luke is gonna poke back in.
But you are
to
confident
cover.
you're taking cover?
Yeah, he's gonna poke back into around the corner and just say to the other cultist, that was barely effective.
Make a dexterity check for me. Just for
Dexterity
funsies.
check. Just
Yeah.
for fun. Okay. Just a straight dexterity check.
Yep.
Doesn't sound very fun.
13.
13. You fire both those arrows before the golem even has a chance to look at you, and you see as its head is beginning to turn towards you, you duck back behind that wall. Split-second motion. You're not sure whether the golem saw you or not, but you were quick about it.
I think that's all of my things.
Tyrone, you are up.
So most of the rest of the group has already ran out the door in front of me, correct?
Correct. Except for the one brave soul behind you who's charging for Tiamat's glory.
Chiron is going to try to follow that group. From where Chiron's at, does it look like they're going into the door across the way, or does it look like they're just trying to run out into the courtyard in general?
It would probably be split. I'll give this dude a chance to go in. These two will go in. This dude's gonna try to run past Luca. I'm gonna open these doors. And for those of you who can see inside, go ahead. This visible. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. No, that's not. Why are only some of these things going up? What's going on here? Be the one level of hide volume, right? Unless I manually hit everything in the room. Anyway. Sure, inside here, you can see... Oh no, I manually hit everything. Okay. While I go through this grueling process, yeah, so a couple cultists are gonna run into this place. But some of them are running out in the open. What are you doing while this is happening?
If that is what Chiron sees just from where he's at, looking across the way through that doorway, Chiron is going to follow the cultist who's running across the courtyard, actually.
Okay.
So, let's see, it's gonna be... He's gonna use his dash action and only use most of his movement. So and he's gonna come to about right here.
Okay.
And he's gonna be moving moderately quickly as he's getting there, but not like trying to strain himself getting there.
Okay. These people are in full panic, so they are just running in strain mode. It doesn't matter. Get away from the thing that's trying to kill them. But as you, kind of approach the space to see what's going on, Luca, you duck back from firing those shots and see Chiron beside you. Okay.
Does the cultist that's running that direction, does he get within the golem sight before losing like movement?
Let's see.
Since he
he's-
just shot at him and the golem was turning his head this direction.
Fortunately, because of the way the wall is working here, he would have the cover. So I'm gonna say the golem doesn't see anyone in that area at the moment. And is trying to find its target. Al, you're up.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's sticking with the group I'm at. This builds my story, it builds my credibility. We will not go quietly into the night.
With a little bit of
good. Let's do it, sorry.
I was gonna say, with a little bit of distance from the golem, your group is kind of beginning to sort of like have some murmurs and chatting amongst one another, just like about what the hell's going on? Why is it attacking? Where were those guys? What happened to that cart? And and is just talking about.
I was gonna try his best to just get involved without saying anything like new information. Just acting confused, being like, "What happened to that cart? I didn't even see what happened. I have no idea. I just started running. I figured saved in numbers."
Dude next to you's like, wait, no, weren't you the guy? And then another one's like, wait, no, I swear I saw him go that way. And it's just like,
Did anyone see that blur?
all this happening while there are currently wyverns munching into some cultists in the far side of the room.
That's a shame. It really is a shame. God, I could have a nicer people.
Will be missed for Tiamat's glory. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
Just trying to get a bearing so I can find the location of the rest of the party because I don't want to separate for too long.
Okay, I'll say make a perception check at this point just to kind of
Perception.
call this the search action.
Perception.
Perception.
I'm rolling pretty well today. It's about time for one of these shitty rules. We'll see how this goes. That is going to be a 22.
Definitely not a shitty roll. As a matter of fact, I will tell you exactly where everyone is because you spend your turn here trying to figure out where everyone is. And most of them are in plain sight, to be honest. Tamaros is flying up by some of the ogres in the guard tower, currently holding a measly few shinies in his hand that kind of reflect the sun into your eye.
Makes sense.
You can see, like, straight across the courtyard, people are beginning to pour out as the giant has just slammed into the wall here and bust into what you can now see were the cultist barracks. With that having been slammed into, from the other side, the cultists are fleeing. But in that, you catch Luca fire off 2 shots real quick, and you can kind of get the sense that Chiron's probably in that area too, based on the fact that he ran into that door that you're looking at, and everyone else who was in that area is going out the other door.
Right. Okay.
So you're able to pinpoint everyone. Chiron, not for sure, but reasonable doubt. So this is happening. That's your action, bonus action movement, anything like that.
Just sticking with the group. If they move, I move. I don't know. I don't think I can use it as reaction, but that's just the general consensus.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll just group everyone here together. It's now the golem's turn, and it's gonna look up at where Timeros is generally, and it kind of like looks up before there's a as in its leg there's this like just a little cultist cut as our brave soldier has charged forth to valiantly take down the beast.
Sacrifice.
And is Tiamat, right, brother? Brother? He turns back. Empty barracks.
That's rough.
That's not even a good attack either. It's just that he's a cultist, so he doesn't have that high of an AC. Yeah, I'm pretty sure minimum damage will kill him. Minimum damage will actually kill him. So, just a splat of blood and bones on the floor where the cultist used to be. As the giant rears its bloody fist back up, it kind of runs. It does the best it possibly can to make its way over to this tower. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And because that's the best it can do, it's going to use its next attack to slam into the wall next to it. If we can take down the barracks anymore. Not actually best, but could be. Magically reinforced. However, that does not stop it from taking damage. Oh, I accidentally killed the wrong guy. Whoopsie, you know how it goes.
Kill me.
Trying to undo.
Again. Did you kill me? Oh. Fucking screen to see the giant disappear. I forget, what time do we usually end?
In an hour and a half.
And I am about to have to go here in just a little bit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna call a break relatively soon. If we can ever get out of this situation. Okay. That's about right. Okay. With that, it slams into the wall, and I'm gonna bust that down to about there. There we go. It's not like fully taking down the structure, but at this point it is being destructive towards the castle itself. So, that's the golem's turn. Theo, you're up.
Hey, this got in a weird spot. So how are these Wyvern restrained?
They're not.
Loose ropes that were broken, so they're...
Is there a way that they could head out of this room?
Sure, they could, but they seem pretty preoccupied with their fresh meal. Well, the first one is. The other one is starting to look towards the group of cultists there, and its stinger raises up, and it's kind of looking at all you.
Guys, you need to leave. now.
Okay.
That's the one I there. Oh. Let's see if you're not fucking over. As I said, guys, we need to leave, like now. Those look angry. It's kind of gotta wait for them to turn and run, because he assumes they're going to. Do they actually do that? Or
Frankly,
I guess I can hold an action until the cultists aren't. I can hold an action if they're not doing it right now. But
because it's not immediately attacking, it is looking and it is offensive. I'm gonna say make a persuasion check, but I'll give you advantage because this wyvern is looking like it's gonna go after.
yeah, disconnect and the ropes are connected. Okay. Oh, advantage. Okay, cool. I rolled a 2, but I'll give advantage. That is worse. That's a 1. So it'll be 6.
6. This guy's like, oh, that's Bessie. I trained her myself. Here you go. And, kind of starts approaching.
And as soon as it makes an aggressive reaction, can I cast a spell?
Sure, you can ready a spell.
I'm gonna ready cause fear.
Okay. He's kind of stepping forward. Yep. That's what that dude's doing.
Okay, as soon as I see an aggressive action, I'm gonna cast cause fear.
It is yet to make an aggressive act.
Okay, so I'm holding until then.
Okay.
And that's a range, right? Because it's not up to one creature. Oh, it's one creature. Never mind.
Oh, cause fears? I thought it was a cone.
No.
Huh.
I don't think so.
Regular fear.
Yeah, choose up to one creature.
Oh. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for that. Hey, you're holding your action. It's gonna be back to the top of the initiative. Damaros, you are floating in front of an ogre.
Are they even responding to me at all?
You had their attention. Their attention is currently diverted to the big booming voice above from the upper courtyard. So you are there. It's not like they don't notice you or anything. They're aware that you are existing in front of them, but they have a slightly higher priority at the moment.
I'm going to put the coins away and fly a little more into the center, into like the more open area, like towards the courtyard.
Okay, how far?
As far as I can go, like not like far enough away where, probably to be exact, I'll probably go like a good. I'll go like a good 20 feet out.
Okay, I moved you 60 in front of the gold, or 60 over the gold pile, but I will move you right back 20 feet out. Okay,
That's fine right there.
there you are. What?
Right. And I'm gonna cast darkness directly below me.
Directly below you. Okay. On the
Actually,
gold
no. I'm
pile,
gonna
or
hold a darkness. I'm gonna
Holding a
hold
spell-
darkness.
Holding a spell
Could
will
I
break
or
your
no?
concentration.
It would. Alright. Never mind.
Because to start casting a spell, you have to concentrate on it.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to stay there for a second. So like I'm a bit farther away from the orcs. But standing from above.
So are you over the gold pile, or are you like 20 feet in front of the orcs? Which one is it?
20 feet.
Okay.
It's like 20 feet out.
Ogres, no.
Ogres. Sorry. I keep forgetting they're like onions. They have
Yeah.
layers.
Sort of. Very.
Are we like
onions in that they are not
attacking this
intelligent.
giant? Are we trying to take this thing out, or are we just like letting it rampage, trying to get to
I
me?
was just gonna let it rampage as many of the cultists as possible, because hey, if we can kill the cultists, that's good for us.
I mean, yeah, I think I'm just gonna float there and I guess take the dodge action because I could just stay there.
Okay.
It's me, the goal.
So, with that, the ogres in front of you, pull off their backs, javelins.
Whoa.
They pull out this massive, which to you would probably be like a pole arm, but, you know, javelin. One of them pulls it out and kind of like points to you, and kind of like says something in this guttural language that none of you understand up towards the
Shake my
being
head
in
at
the
him.
sky. The conversation continues. Moment of some noises back and forth. Crowd. Okay. As you... That's supposed to be the one that doesn't have the music. One that doesn't have the music. No, that's the nighttime one. There we go. Okay. As you float out in the middle of the courtyard, Tamaros. No! Alright, whatever, I don't care. As you float there, you can tell the tone kind of like... I don't know how I could properly convey it to you. But eventually, you do hear an authoritative word spoken, and the statue, as it's rearing back another fist, begins to shrink a little bit into itself. Not fully, but it seems
Yeah.
starts slowing its movements before eventually coming to a halt. The ogres in front of you, however, both try to throw javelins at you.
They have disadvantage.
They do. The first one is going to be a... Hold on. So many books. All the books. Come on now. The stone giants, by the way, stone giant, sorry, that was poking out of this room has receded back into it. I can't actually close this door at the moment. There we go. He's receded back into there. The first attack towards you, Timeros, is going to be an 18 to hit. With disadvantage.
How much? That is my AC.
Okay, that's going to be...
Can't make like a deck save to dodge.
No, this is an attack roll against you.
Can't like make a deck save.
Through
Oh, is he?
this one actually moves to this ballista, turns it, and shoots the javelin out at you for that's going to be 16 piercing damage as it slams into you. Alright. That's the first ogre. Make
Fly still
concentration
going.
check. Okay, good stuff.
16, bitch.
Alright.
I lived, bitch.
That fall probably would have killed me.
Yep. Hope the next
This was
one
a
doesn't.
terrible plan, just all the way through. I'm gonna put that out there.
Was there a plan?
No, there wasn't.
I lived. How up are you? Nah, it.
How high are you?
Hi.
Yes.
Too high. Too high.
Okay. I gotta hunt down the proper stat block because there's so many of them. O stands for ogre, boys. Because I'm gonna see if this one can make an attack that's not a javelin.
Ogre 9000.
Thank you for that. I'm half tempted to give inspiration, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
have to. That's bad.
This one is not going to be using the ballista to fire a javelin. It is going to just throw it, because this is a guy who pulled out a javelin and was pointing at you.
He's throwing it?
Yeah, he's going to be throwing instead of firing out of a ballista.
I should have been 5 feet closer so he had double disadvantage.
Okay, that's still pretty good. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. This one is going to deal. That's going to deal 12 piercing damage.
Alrighty.
Easy. That's it.
Ow.
Okay. Damage dealt. Currently targeted. These dudes are gonna start action. You notice the higher up ogres are also pulling out javelins.
So
Okay.
he's still up in the air, right?
He is still up in the air, floating above the middle of the courtyard.
Okay.
A bunch of confused cultists scattering around beneath you.
I serve the golem.
The golem is now frozen. It seems to have stopped mid-swing into the tower where the ogres are. And it is locked in statue-like once more. Luca, you're up. Chiron on deck.
Honest, I am getting very drowsy.
What was that?
I am getting very
tired.
drowsy. I'll see.
Understandable. Let's see if we can come to some sort of conclusion here.
He looks fucking tired. Look at his eyes.
What are you doing, man?
It's okay,
Yeah.
man.
It's okay.
Shoot, I guess. Yeah, I'll shoot. I shoot bow at big thing.
Why are you attacking this thing?
What thing? The frozen
Happy
stone the frozen golem?
ogres.
Or what are you doing?
The ogres, man.
There's no way I'm hitting the ogres, bro.
And with the ogres?
I think it's not happening.
Let me actually, I'm curious, hold on. If only we had a device.
How far away are you?
I'm just happy that Timeros made his concentration saves.
I made
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
You didn't
I
make
am
the
at
second?
50-50.
Wait, you didn't make the second concentration check?
I didn't realize there was a second shit. We're good. 12. I have to roll. I have to roll a 6 to fail it or lower because I have a +3 right now.
Well,
I rolled a 12.
they're doing damage above. Oh, you're right.
And
Because that was only
yeah,
12.
but as long as it gets over with the
Yeah.
damage they got, yeah.
but yeah, I don't have line of sight on the ogres. So yeah, I'm attacking the golem because I think that's a believable thing to do, and don't have many options other than run into the unknown. I'd rather do that
Okay.
behind a group of people instead of in front.
Wait, 20 initiative.
Oh,
the
for
cultists.
everybody to move? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
This dude is charging out this way. These guys are running into this building, and they're going to shut the door behind them, unless you're going in after them, Chiron.
No.
Okay. Yeah, they're shutting their door behind them, because best they can tell, Golem's on a rampage. I cannot, for some reason, close this door, so we're going to pretend it's closed. Yeah, this dude seems to be charging, turns around the corner here. As far as the cultists who are currently in the middle at this point, this dude's done. He got his shit and he's leaving with this empty cart. Gonna drag these two, and they're headed out, having done their job for the glory of Tiamat. Yeah. I don't know what those two are doing. I don't think they know either, so they're just gonna sit there. Alright.
Did the one that ran around the corner in front of Chiron, did he use any action or dash anything to get any farther?
He technically didn't, so he probably should dash. $25, $30. Yes, he would have dashed. He'll dash. Oh wait, no, he started. Hold on, I'm confused by where he started. 5, 30, 5, 10.
He'd be one more block.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. He's running that away. That's where he's going. That's initiative. Luca? Wait, Luca, Chiron.
Yeah, Chiron's after me.
Okay.
I feel like shooting or the golem.
Alright, shooting the golem.
18 on the die. For the
Okay.
first hit.
That will hit. Absolutely.
And that will be 7 piercing plus 3. No, wait, it's more than that. It's 5. Yeah, 9 piercing plus 3 psychic for the first hit.
9 piercing plus 3 psychic. Psychic does not go through. However, you are confident. You can also have advantage on these attacks, by the way. Just so you know, if you want to roll them. I should have said it before. But go ahead and roll again for each of them just to see if you crit.
No, that wasn't. But. Well, that one is.
That one's a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
20 on the die.
Okay. So the first one went through with it was 9 damage, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And the second one is 4, 9, 20. 20 piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
One magical piercing. Which are probably dense and big stony golem boy.
The magical piercing damage impacts the stone. There is no reaction from the creature. It seems to have stopped moving, and at this point you realize it is disanimated as you duck back. The golem, it seems, has been stopped from rampage.
Hey.
That's bad for us.
Something
No,
happened.
it's not bad for us. Everybody-
How hard would it be to release the Wervis?
What?
How difficult would it be to release the Wyverns?
You want to
Wyverns,
release
yeah.
the wyverns?
I'm just trying to quick
Please don't right now.
Oh, we know exactly where they would go. Oh god.
Elsie's the kind of fucker who would make them immediately go for me.
Would they? I don't know.
I will say I'll probably drop my spell then, because now I don't care if this guy gets hurt.
Okay. I believe it does expend the spell slot though. To start casting something, and then whether you go through with it or not. Sorry. But you're I thought I turned off the music.
I haven't heard the music.
I don't hear it.
I've been hearing music this whole time.
There we go. I did the thing. Yay. Okay. No! I chose the
Now I
silence
hear it.
route. What is happening here? No, I'm just gonna turn the music volume all the way down. Save and close, apply to game board. Okay. No more sounds. Good stuff. Alright, I give up. I don't care. Alright. Pain. That was Luca. Chiron? Oh, wait, sorry. That was,
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I've lost initiative already.
No, you are correct.
Chiron.
So that is the end of what Luca is planning on doing?
Yep.
Okay. As Chiron is continuing to sprint this direction, as he passes behind Luca, he's just gonna double tap Luca on his shoulder and keep running around the corner. And he's gonna use his dash action to get around the corner.
You did the thing where Luca looks the other way, taps the shoulder, and takes off.
Made you look.
Gotcha.
Okay. Good stuff. Good look in that direction. There are other doors around here. It seems everyone is scattered. Not sure if in the commotion anyone went into any of these other doors. Yeah.
I would also like it to be known that while Chiron is running, his tail is kind of rolled up on itself. It's not actually like out behind the road, so
Scared.
Good note.
not scared, just hiding it.
Look at his tail. And running.
Hal is up, and then Theo is right after, so you guys can go simultaneously if you want.
We're gonna. Hal wants to try to catch up with Luca. So we're not all separate anymore.
Okay, so kind of turning away from the wyverns here that are kind of snapping.
I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now.
Is there another? Let me check the map real fast to see what I want to do.
I'd rather
yes,
regroup than like throw the wyverns into the mix.
Yeah, I get that. It's just gonna yeah, that rope is broken, and he's gonna back away.
All right, fair. Yeah, one of these dudes is gonna go with you two as well if you're backing up at the same time.
Yeah. Look, that's gonna turn into a really bad thing. Where could we go right now? I'm asking the guy next to me.
You're asking the cultist who's backing up with you where you guys can go.
We're safe. We're safety.
He's actually going to facing you here. He kind of turns and looks to the side over there, and kind of points to the left and says, "Well, I don't know. Resmir's that way. I don't know if anyone's reported to her yet. Maybe one of the Red Wizards will know what to do."
Maybe. I only just got here. I came in with the fleet. Alright. I guess I should try to find somebody important. I feel like that's gonna. Maybe we should go tell someone about the chain being broken. Why don't you go do that?
Eh?
Yeah, those are gonna get out. I'm gonna tell the guards. Why don't you go tell important?
Make a persuasion check. It's kind of playing into his ego, so give it the highest.
The highest disease, eh?
It's not the highest, but it's also not exactly low.
It's a 14.
That'll do. He's like, yeah, okay. I'll be the one to tell her. He's kind of like starts walking out 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. And you just hear
And I'm gonna try to find the rest of the.
Wait, am I the guy who's gonna die because I tell the boss bad news? He's just kind of like, wait. But he makes his way and he starts running. You know, working up a sweat on his way.
Dude's gonna go try to find the rest of the caravan.
Okay. You see, I mean, both of you, Hal and Theo, you can see where Chiron is at the moment, turning the corner, and Luca behind. They're all trying to... I'm gathering you're all trying to...
I'm gonna message Luca and ask him what the plan is. I don't know what the plan is.
There is no plan.
That is the plan. There
That's
is
my
no
turn.
plan.
Yeah,
His
follow
message is an
Chiron.
action.
Okay.
There is no plan, follow
No.
Chiron.
Okay. So I'm gonna make my way towards Chiron, then with my movement.
Okay. As you guys are headed in that direction, assuming full movement and dash, Chimeros, the ogres are pulling out more javelins. So as it comes back up to your turn at the start of initiative, while your party members are running below, what's it you're doing?
Following them. I'm going to drop to the ground and run with them.
Over there. You're dropping to the ground, running with them. Okay. What's your current elevation? You are apparently 17 tiles in the air. I'm going to drop. Fine. 5, 10, 50, 5, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That would be 60 if you diagonal your way down to the ground.
Now be all my movement for flying, right?
You could take the dash action if you'd like.
Yeah.
So you'd have 120 feet.
Can I take the dash action? Would that get me close? Would that get me close enough to them?
Do you want to? Sure, you could, but it depends on what direction you want to go to. Do you want to meet up with Hal and Theo, or do you want to meet up with Luca or Chiron? Where are you going?
I'll meet up with Hal and Theo.
Okay, so they are currently in the process of running across the middle of the courtyard. So you're going to run down to them.
Yes.
All right. 5. Um, 40 would put you right about there. You still got an extra 20 if you wanted to spend it.
Yeah.
I think it was over here. Okay. They're gonna take the each of the ogres is gonna attempt one manual javelin attack towards you, Chimeros, as they're chucking down into the crowd. Going to be a they don't have disadvantage, but they don't have. Oh, they do have disadvantage at this point because it is their long range. So lucky you. First one is going to be 19 to hit.
Yep.
Second one going to be a 12 to hit.
That does not.
Okay. Then the first one hits. It deals 13 piercing damage. As it's flung down.
Yep.
Okay. Take that as it cuts into you. Moving your way along, the second one misses, able to evade it. That is, I'm just going to say, the full round of initiative. If you'd all like to spend the next round to get back together as a group, we can do that. It would probably take about 2 rounds. If you're all heading in the direction Chiron is heading right now, I'd say you can all group together over there.
I think it's a not terrible plan at all.
Is everyone on board with that?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just yoink you all in this
So I'm
direction.
having some sort of like allergic reaction, so I'm just gonna be in and out for the next couple minutes.
You're doing what? Sorry?
Having some sort of allergic reaction to something. I don't know what.
Okay.
Where would that cultist that was in front of me? Where would he have gone?
He is currently headed into, well, exactly where you are.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, he would be ascending this staircase.
Chiron is going to continue to ascend behind him and kind of get as close to the back of him as he can.
Okay, like you're trying to like sneak up on him and like sneak attack him, or are you trying to like just get like close to him?
For the time being, I'm just gonna stick there behind him. Like he probably knows I'm there. As we're going up the stairs, and if anything changes, like if somebody comes up behind Chiron, then yeah, he'll just pop him.
Well, the thing about that is that these steps are very difficult to ascend. Specifically, here. Where is the thing I'm looking for?
Not where it's supposed to be.
I'm sure it's exactly where it's supposed to be. I'm just. Okay. Oh, okay. Here
Not
we go.
where you thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah. An opening in the wall leads to a spiral staircase made of sculpted ice. Here, come on. Really? Hold on. I gotta find if it's denoted. I don't think it actually has a proper notation here. It does not. So what you need to know is, this is a spiral staircase made of ice that is taking you essentially into the heart of this icy glacier, this rock, on which the castle Skyreach has been built. Ascending the steps carefully, the cultist in front of you, while panicked, is beginning to try to like grab onto the walls a little bit and catch his breath. He's been startled. This man was not ready for this.
Is it the same guy that I just sent?
This is a different cultist.
Okay.
Um,
I
Yeah,
didn't
no.
want him to see any of this.
This dude is headed up the stairs, and he kind of looks back towards you generally, Chiron, and while he's not really paying too much attention to like your actual characteristics, he just kind of like acknowledges, oh yeah, you're the person who came in from earlier in the room. And, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, as Chiron is coming up the stairs behind him and sees him kind of panting as he's going up the stairs, Chiron's gonna be like, "Don't stop. We've got to keep moving."
I don't think it can climb. All right. And he just, keeps going up slowly. He's moving at half speed at this point. Give him a point of exhaustion because this dude was not ready to run. He was half asleep. So as far as him like ascending the steps, he's taking a minute. You could probably pass him if you wanted to, but at this point, your party is coming up behind you.
You know what? Chiron is actually gonna kind of befriend the guy and kind of help him get up the stairs.
Okay. I mean, I don't even no check for that. Honestly, you help the dude up and you kind of. Thank you. Kind of. Getting a better look at this guy. He has the sort of look of someone from Greenest. He's a human. He's got that sort of tannish skin that's seen some sunlight. Kind of get that sense about him, this little blackish beard that he's got going.
This has not been a good day so far.
No. You have. Ugh.
You know what? Passively, Chiron is going to use his second divine sense, actually.
You don't detect good or evil from this guy.
Okay.
Just unset.
Cool.
Run me by actually one more time. The full specifics of divine sense, what it detects.
So, divine sense, good and evil. Till the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. Yeah. You're pretty confident that most things here average. Another guy beside you, and you can actually detect from further down the steps the familiar presences of the party members trying to come back in.
Okay.
Group is beginning to reconvene while you're helping this cultist up. Movement slightly slowed. The rest of you trying to get out of dodge are able to convene on the staircase at about here. Let me.
It's a lot of stairs.
It is a lot of stairs. Block here.
And Chiron's kind of helping this guy move. What would basically be at a combined 1 speed. So.
Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. Bam. Okay. And as you all ascend the steps, you come into the part of the icy fortress that is Skyreach. As you step inside, I'm having trouble seeing people's characters now. So, how do I teleport a character? Can you guys remind me about that?
think. Pretty sure it's shift.
Shift? Like,
Click, hover on the character, hold, click and shift click it, and then you should be able to teleport.
gotcha. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Do you here, and then. Okay. Oh, hello. There we go. Let's just put everyone down. You get to a point on the staircase where it kind of opens up a bit, and if you want to chill out here for a second, you can. If you want to keep going, you can. But I'm just putting you all in a location that's not the bottom floor. And oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Is the cultist in here? Is anyone else in there? Is there anyone who is not on the floor? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't see where you've put us, so.
Did you not get teleported?
I don't think so.
Can you click on your character's icon in the corner? Does it take you to?
Oh, okay. I just can't see him. Okay.
Somebody has a torch open. I thought you could. Oh, is it? If
I
there's
just
ground,
can't see him through the wall. There
I'm
we
guessing you
go.
want to zoom in and rotate your camera. It's a very claustrophobic
Yes, that's
space.
what it was.
Yeah, this.
Okay, I got it now.
Let me go ahead and set the water level real quick. This is probably where you should set your height and your white dot should be there as well.
That's flying.
But before there's any advancement, I believe flight lasts 10 minutes. If you haven't had concentration broken from the amounts of times you were attacked, then you could still have fly up.
No, I'd be off.
What was it?
No, I wouldn't have it on anymore.
Okay. Well, you can still have the effect if you have concentration, just not be flying. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, as a lot of you come here into a more central area, Skyreach, the chaos of the courtyard below fades behind. And with a lot of you here, I recognize it is getting a bit late, and most people would likely like to call it at this point. So I think if you're satisfied with where we are currently,
Yeah.
you guys?
I can't really see myself. I don't know why.
I'm just sneezing. Like
I had the same issue. It's a bit difficult to get it to work. Just
Yeah.
click on your character in the top left and then kind of adjust the sliders on the right to get it to kind of move stuff away.
It's going to be very finicky, but where I set the water level is roughly where you should have a midpoint. Green should be above, and then your little white dot should be just below. That'll give you approximately right view. But at the moment, you don't really need to worry about it, because that's where we're going to call tonight's session.